Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new or simply not yet subscribed, I'm Brittany, and definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. I also have Luna on my lap. Say hi. I remember working at Box Lunch doing a planogram, and my boss comes in and looks at me and goes, "Brittany, I know what you are." And that was my introduction to Starseeds. Now, I'm not saying that I'm 100% of Starseed. If I am, I'm not fully awakened. I am saying that a lot of it does fit me, though. We're gonna dive into this and see if any of it resonates with you. But it is funny because I've always been kind of called an alien, proudly an alien. So, again, lots of it makes sense. Anyways. It's estimated that there are over 10 billion galaxies in the universe. Some say that there are over 100 billion stars just in the Milky Way galaxy, which, if you didn't know, is the galaxy that we live in. So imagine billions of planets and realms that are just beyond view. It's pretty normal to wonder about creation, where we come from, why we're here, why Earth. Some even believe that Earth was an experiment, that alien races seeded stars and planets to grow new worlds, and Earth was one of them. Earth is a stable, evolving, three-dimensional planet with an equal balance of physical and angelic experiences. Because of this, millions of starseeds may have been chosen to live among us. What we know about starseeds come from channelers and seers who regularly connect with the Akashic records. These records consist of the energetic imprints of all intentions, thoughts, emotions, relationships, creations, and events that have ever occurred through every race in all realms, throughout all of space, time. So that leads to the question, what are starseeds? Starseeds are these advanced spiritual beings from other planets and realms who possess spiritual and scientific knowledge that dates back hundreds of thousands of years. A starseed is an old soul that has deep spiritual wisdom that has been laying dormant. They've had several incarnations among different star systems and have even incarnated on Earth a couple of times. The children of the starseeds are the indigo, crystal, and rainbow children, and they have incarnated on Earth fewer times. At some point, the starseeds chose to incarnate on Earth to share their light, knowledge, and to participate in the planet's evolution to fulfill a divine mission and to bring positive change. They're very empathic. And just because you acknowledge that you are a starseed or think you might be one, it doesn't mean that your purpose will immediately awaken. For that to happen, you have to trust the process and decide to take the path less taken. And although it seems that most starseeds want to help the planet and the creatures living on it, some seek to control planetary resources for their own planet. But most people agree that starseeds are traveling souls from other planets who incarnated on Earth to inspire and heal humanity. So how do you know that you are a starseed? Some argue that starseeds are tall and thin, or have big eyes and broad foreheads, but in all actuality, starseeds come in all shapes and sizes. So chances are the word starseed drew your attention, and you just had this feeling that you needed to know more. I mean, I know that's what happened to me. Like, my boss was literally like, "You're a starseed. Like, this is what you are." And I was like, "What is that? I've never heard of that." Early on, people viewed you as a space cadet. Other kids or adults might have thought, yeah, they're a little weird. You also have this urge to learn, but more so looking for answers to the deeper questions. Like, what is the meaning of life? Or why am I here? You also feel like you don't belong. This one really resonates with me. I've always had places where I'm more comfortable, but I never really have that like home feeling. You're constantly gazing at the stars. You're very intuitive and psychic. That being said, you may have put up blocks. You're extremely empathetic, sometimes to the point that it's hard to be around others. Animals and babies are drawn to you. You're the epitome of a mystery diagnosis. Doctors will take a bunch of tests and still can't figure out why you're always cold or tired, why you have horrible headaches out of the blue. In my case, I get told that I'm stressed. You're spiritual. You're eager to learn as much about spirituality. That's really loud. You're eager to learn as much about spirituality as you can. Even though, like, you want to be spiritual, you want to learn about spirituality, organized religion does not resonate with you. You love anything that's mysteries or fantastical, such as fairies and mermaids and Atlantis. You've had encounters with spiritual beings, whether that is ghosts or spirit guides. You may have shut off the experiences out of fear or put up blocks, or maybe the experiences never stopped. You love everything metaphysical. You're often referred to as an old soul, and people will come to you for advice. You know you're here for a purpose, but you don't know why. And you have problems with systems and authorities, whether that's the government or your boss, anybody that really disagrees with your outlook and like your beliefs on things. And you really value your freedom. You love serving others, even if it takes a toll on you and it's not in your best interest. But sometimes you need to learn that you need to come first. And you see repeating angel numbers. The more you pay attention to these numbers, the more you will be able to figure out what they are trying to tell you. Now let's talk about the different types of starseed. So there's a bunch of different types, and we're going to start with the star children, which are the rainbow, indigo, and crystal. Most indigo children were born in the 70s. Their name is derived from their aura color, which is an indigo blue. They have a high IQ, a strong will, are obsessed with making things fair. They trust their intuition, and they're usually edgy. Sometimes they're confused about their purpose, or they might not ever step into it. Their third eye was open really early in life, but closed sometime in their teen years. But if they choose to, they can open it by choice. The indigo children may have an autoimmune disease or have been diagnosed with ADHD. They tend to incarnate into dysfunctional families in order to help them build up a warrior essence. The crystal children are often offspring of the indigos, so that would mean that most were born in the 90s. They have a strong connection to the divine. Their telepathic and psychic abilities are often stronger than the indigo children. They are attracted to those with open hearts, and they're very in tune with their feelings. The rainbow children are mostly born in the 2000s to crystal parents. They're natural healers and non-judgmental. They are here to restore the balance on the planet. They never incarnate into dysfunctional families, and they have increased psychic abilities that make them need to rest more frequently. The star children are believed to either have originated from the Pleiades or the Sirius solar systems. Now let's talk about the other types of starseeds. Pleiadians are loving and have a strong desire to make others happy. They usually attract energy vampires because they want to help broken people. Heart chakra is usually their strongest. However, their throat chakra is usually their weakest because they have a hard time speaking up and expressing their feelings. They also struggle with self-worth issues. So these starseeds come from the Pleiades, which is a star cluster that is also known as Seven Sisters, Messier 45, and the Eye of the Bull, which is found in the constellation Taurus. Pleiadians behave a lot like humans. However, they're far more emotionally and spiritually evolved. Most have come to Earth to help expand its consciousness and evolve. Then we have the Sirians. These souls come from the planets Sirius A and Sirius B. Their goal is to awaken all humanity. It's believed that Sirius A actually gave us ascended masters such as Jesus and Mother Mary. They are spiritual ambassadors that bring truth to people. They're metaphysicians in their past lives, teaching knowledge to others. They have a strong connection with water. Next are the Lyrans. These are some of the oldest souls, and they're said to have contributed knowledge to Lemuria and Atlantis. Both of these lands have been lost to sea long ago, and they were said to be advanced civilizations that developed philosophical, spiritual, and healing technology. Lyrans tend to be fearless and upfront. They embrace their life and are confident. They're drawn to birds and cats and are extremely energetic. They're also often leaders. They're adventurous and they really like learning from experience. Then we have the Andromedans. So these are a loving and benevolent and telepathic race that is from the spiral-shaped Andromeda galaxy. They're believed to be the Sumerians and resemble archangels. They tend to be nomads and desire freedom, so they often don't stay in one place. Their mission is to bring peace and love to the races that are enslaved by the reptilians. Then we have the Arcturians. Now they're here to create a better future by being a positive influence on spirituality, technology, and science. They come from Arcturus, which is the most advanced civilization in our galaxy. They are fifth-dimensional beings said to have built a society that became a prototype for the one on Earth. They are emotionally and mentally advanced and were intended to be spiritual shamans and healers for humanity. Next are the light workers. These are special souls from a variety of planets and realms who have agreed to incarnate to help Earth and other worlds evolve. Their primary purpose is to spread kindness, goodness, and love to every living being they meet. So what causes a starseed awakening? Well, different things can cause this. First is like a life crisis. You may go through a significant depression. Life may make you annoyed. You might feel exhausted. You could lose somebody. So take this as a sign that you need to address what's going on inside of you. You need to heal the hurt and trauma so that you can begin your spiritual awakening. Then, your beliefs are challenged and changed. You may have been raised to believe one thing and now you're like, that doesn't really make sense. Then metaphysics will start to excite you. Another one is that you no longer identify with one side or the other, whether it's politics or culture. You can also start to see signs everywhere. Numbers, patterns, music. You might feel like your purpose is becoming clearer. You're filled with a new inspiration and start to see a path that you could have never imagined before. With this, you might also experience some blocks. And this is the universe testing you. And lastly, you might become connected to the divine, not just one religion. It's just love that connects you. So how do you activate your starseed powers? You'll start to shed the status quo. So in other words, what society expects. You need to heal your trauma and address your triggers so you can access the light and continue on your path. Then you might start to find your purpose. Now, not everyone finds their purpose. Some have no desire, and others are too afraid to uncover it or live with it. When you begin your journey of uncovering your purpose, it will most likely be hard. You might have to shed some labels that either you or other people might have applied to you. I have to step back from the distractions and deal with energy vampires to seek your purpose. Growing and learning requires you to get uncomfortable because you're going to be pushed to the learning edge. And this requires you to go outside of your comfort zone. Living the life of a starseed requires you to be in service of love and truth, to help others get out from under the weight of spiritual and energetic oppression. One of the biggest obstacles to stepping into your starseed self is trusting that you have the answers within. Like I said, I'm still on this journey of spiritual awakening. I have grown up seeing things my entire life. Can't really control it. You know, I know that I have blocks that I need to deal with. As a lot of the stuff resonates with me. Like if you have been on my channel for any period of time, you know that I am obsessed with aliens. Like, aliens. If I could work with aliens every day, I would. If one would land in my backyard, please take me. Let me know if any of this resonates with you. Let me know if you are a starseed and you went on this journey to discover your purpose. I'd love to hear all about it. I also have an email that you can go ahead and email your encounters, whether it's paranormal, starseed, aliens, ghosts, whatever. I would love to hear them. If you would love to share them with me, it's brittanybrightghosts@gmail.com. In the meantime, make sure to like this video, make sure you're subscribed, and until my next video, love yous, bye.